Do you want early access? Do you want uncut reactions? If so, then check out our Patreon. Link in the description down below. Avatar. We were gonna. I was thinking about doing some other like regular videos on requests and everything, but then all of a sudden, Nick made a pretty good point. He wanted to know what the hell was going to happen to Iroh because of what happened to Iroh at the last episode of Avatar: The Last Airbender, and here we are. You are gonna know, man, and I hope. Actually, I think I don't know, because I can't remember when the resolution happens or not. If it doesn't happen immediately, I know you're gonna be mad. If it takes them 6 episodes to get to... Is Iroh still okay? I don't know. Is Iroh still okay? I don't know. 6 episodes later, you still don't know?
Yeah, I'd probably just stop watching this. I'd be like, I'm just going to write my own ending in my head and fuck that show.
It's like, Iroh comes back...
Everybody who said this was a good show lied to me.
Yeah. Lies.
All lies. Avatar: The Last Airbender. Book 2, Episode 9, Bitter Work. Let's just get to it.
I'm finally starting earthbending. Good morning, Sifu Toph.
Hey, you never call me Sifu Katara.
Well, if you think I should. So what move are you going to teach me first? Rock-a-lanch? The Trembler?
Let's start with move a rock. You've got to be steady and strong. Rock is a stubborn element.
Low
Like a
center of
rock.
gravity.
Got it.
Okay, you ready to give it a try?
I'm ready.
I got you, Dad!
My beloved Lieutenant.
Uncle, you were unconscious. Azula did this to you. It was a surprise attack.
Somehow that's not so surprising.
He's
I
alright.
hope I made it the way you like it.
Good.
So, Uncle, I've been thinking.
He probably burned the leaves.
I know what you're gonna say. She's my sister and I should be trying to get along with her.
No, she's crazy and she needs to go down.
My man.
He did it exactly the way you did.
Maybe there's another way.
You've got to stop thinking like an airbender. There's no different angle, no clever solution, no trickety trick that's gonna move that rock.
He really responds well to a positive teaching experience.
Thanks, Katara. A gentle nudge. I'll try that. Keep your knees high, Twinkle Toes!
Oh. Okay. Whoa. Okay, that's cool.
You're awfully cute, but unfortunately for you, you're made of meat. Just a bit closer.
Oh.
Gotcha!
Lightning is a pure expression of firebending. To perform the technique requires peace of mind.
That's why we're drinking tea. To calm the mind.
Oh yeah, good point. I mean, yes. There is energy all around us. Positive energy and negative energy. Only a select few firebenders can separate these energies.
I'm ready to try it.
You do not command it. You are simply its humble guide.
Trying too hard.
Instead of moving a rock, you're going to stop a rock. If you have the attitude of an earthbender, you'll stay in your stance and stop the rock.
Are you sure this is really the best way to teach Aang earthbending?
I'm glad you said something. Actually, there is a better way. This way, you'll really have to sense the vibrations of the boulder to stop it.
I guess I just panicked.
You blew it. You had a perfect
try earthbending again when you're ready. Besides, you still have a lot of waterbending to work on, okay?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Why can't I do it? Instead of lightning, it keeps exploding in my face. Like everything always does.
You will not be able to master lightning until you have dealt with the turmoil inside you. Pride is not the opposite of shame, but its source. True humility is the only antidote to shame.
Well, my life has been nothing but humbling lately.
I will teach you a firebending move that even Azula doesn't know, because I made it up myself.
Look, I'm sorry I hunted you, but that's just the natural order of things. Big things eat smaller things, nothing personal. Okay, you convinced me. If I get out of this alive, it's a karmically correct vegetarian existence for me.
Aww.
Hey, looks like my karma's already paying off. That's okay, I got it. Yeah. Now come back, Boomerang.
I need to face it head on like a rock, but I just can't do it. I don't know why I can't, but I can't.
Aang, if fire and water are opposites, then what's the opposite of air?
I guess it's Earth. Think fast!
Excellent. You have the reflexes of a water-bending master.
Sifu, Katara.
Fire is the element of power. Earth is the element of substance. Air is the element of freedom. Water is the element of change.
Why are you telling me these things?
It is important to draw wisdom from many different places. It is the combination of the 4 elements in one person that makes the Avatar so powerful. But it can make you more powerful too. You see, the technique I am about to teach you is one I learned by studying the waterbenders.
Aang, I found these nuts in your bag. I figured you wouldn't mind. And besides, even if you did, you're too much of a pushover to do anything about it.
As a matter of fact, I don't mind.
I also have this great new nutcracker.
Actually, I'd prefer if you didn't.
It's not the only delicate instrument around here.
Shots fired.
It's almost sundown and Sokka isn't back yet.
If I can just get out of this situation alive, I will give up meat and sarcasm. Okay?
I don't believe you.
Aang! Thank goodness! Have you got any meat?
Sokka, are you okay?
Stop! You're gonna pull my fingers off! I know you're new at it, but I could use a little earthbending here. How about it?
I can't do it.
Well, if you can't earthbend me out of here, go get Toph.
I can't do that either. It would just be really uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable? Well, I wouldn't want you to feel uncomfortable.
This whole earthbending thing really has me confused. There's so much
I
pressure.
don't think he's in the mood to talk.
Everyone expects me to get it right away. I feel like I'm caught between a rock and a hard place.
How about that? Aang, this is my friend Fufu Cuddly Poops. Fufu Cuddly Poops, Aang.
Aw, what a cute name for a little baby saber-toothed moose lion cub. It's hard to tell before their giant teeth and horns grow in. Did you lose your mama?
Nope. She found you.
A waterbender lets their defense become their offense. You must create a pathway from your fingertips, up your arm to your shoulder, then down into your stomach. You direct it up again and out the other arm. The stomach detour is critical. You must not let the lightning pass through your heart.
I'm ready to try with real lightning.
What, are you crazy? Lightning is very dangerous.
Well, if you won't help me, I'll find my own lightning.
Oh boy.
Hey there. We found your cub.
Yeah, get back in the bush.
You were there the whole time?
Pretty much.
Why didn't you do something?
Guess it just didn't occur to me.
Enough.
Earthbend, Twinkle Toes. You just stood your ground against a crazy beast. And even more impressive, you stood your ground against me. You did it!
A little bit of aggression.
You're an Earthbender. Actually, you should probably let me do that. You're still a little new to this. You might accidentally crush him.
Yeah, no crushing, please.
Picked him like a carrot. Woo!
It makes a man think about what's really important. I realize.
Hey, Guitar, look what I can do!
You did it! I knew you would.
Physically and mentally unmovable. Whoa!
Still got to work on that.
Come on! Strike me!
Yeah, again.
Didn't even get lightning to strike him.
Just a young man working through stuff as you do.
Yeah, as you do. I mean, he has so much turmoil built up in him that he doesn't know what to do. And Iroh's right. I mean, until he deals with that turmoil, as much as it is, you got to deal with it in order to find balance. And I don't think Zuko will ever truly grow as a firebender until he does. I mean...
He also wants everything instantly, you know?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's... If anything, that can be seen as an analogy for people nowadays. Everyone wants instant gratification for literally everything, and don't get me wrong, a lot of stuff is so easy to get and come by nowadays, but when you actually work for something, I mean, and you build it with your own two hands, and it has so much more meaning to it.
Well, I mean...
Telling somebody, too, the other day, one of my acquaintances was texting me about just depression and how to deal with it and stuff. And I was trying to tell him, like, you know, while stuck inside and everything, one thing that I've been doing is trying to teach myself to cook a couple new things.
Mm-hmm.
And instant gratification is slightly addictive.
Yes.
Because I was talking about how seeking out stuff like that you can actually learn quicker actually makes you feel better about yourself quicker, because you can master making a dish, or not necessarily master, but you can at least like kind of start getting down pat making a certain dish within like a week or two, you know, just trying it like over and over.
Yeah.
Whereas like picking up guitar and getting really fucking good at guitar takes like literal years and years and years, unless you just get real fucking lucky and get born with that talent somehow. Because I know there are people who are like, no, there's no such thing as all practice. I'm like, fucking bullshit.
Bullshit.
Fucking bullshit.
My cousin,
there are people who just are able to do that shit for some reason, like a lot faster than anyone else. Like, they may practice like 24/7, but I mean, like, I see other people practice like way the fuck more than I've ever practiced and still not be as good as people that practice less. So.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, I was just saying that like Zuko literally grew up watching Azula kind of do all this stuff almost immediately. So I don't think he's like, you know, looking at it as instant gratification. Like, he's already seen firsthand that this stuff can be accessible nearly immediately. He just doesn't have access to it, and it's frustrating, especially because, you know,
well,
that's true too.
Growing up in such a crappy family, I mean,
that's kind of why I quit playing guitar to an extent, is because it was frustrating to see people pick it up, practice for a less amount of time than I had, and be better at it than I was. And that kind of shit irked me, like, and just made me not really want to bother. I'm just like, why should I play whenever like other people obviously have a talent for it and I just don't? Like,
I had that issue. I probably talked about it before with my cousin Zach. I mean, immediately with him picking up the guitar within 2 months, after me playing it for almost a year, he was already better than me. And he didn't even have to try. And the thing is, it's just how certain people's brains work. You see, certain people can learn things faster, certain people... As much as we want to preach, all people are created equal, I'm sorry, but that's not how shit works. I'm not LeBron James. I'm not Larry friggin' Allen. I'm not Michael Jordan. Don't get me wrong. I could work my ass off and get to a good level like them, but there are people who are just naturally gifted at things that, honestly, it leaves you in awe of it. Like, when I saw Zach, I remembered exactly what it was. I was, the stereotypical first song people learn to play is Smoke on the Water and everything. Me, I didn't want to do that. I asked my guitar teacher to teach me something else, and he taught me, what was it? It was, I forget now, it's been so long. But Zach, within 2 months, was playing the lead guitar solo to Kiss's Detroit Rock City, and I'm just like, and I actually did give up guitar for a little while because of that. Because I was just like, then what's the point? What's the point of me doing this if he's just gonna like outdo me at every friggin' turn? And then I realized something about playing guitar. Playing guitar isn't meant. It's not about who's the fastest. It's not about who can rip, you know, double sweep picking solos out the ass and you know, all that. It's about music that reaches you. There's actually a movie, Eddie and the Cruisers. There's Eddie and the Cruisers Part 2, where there's this kid in the movie named Rick Diesel who just like absolutely shreds the guitar, kills it, just like epic guitar solo straight out the gate. But it doesn't mean anything because Eddie's just like, how many people did you affect with that? I mean, did you, like, you sitting there playing that, it shows you're showing off, you're showing what you can do, but are you actually reaching anybody with that guitar solo? Like, that guitar solo, does it actually mean anything to anybody?
That's the problem for me, is like, absolutely. Like, those always mean something for me. That the things that mean something to me on guitar are the things that have always been out of my reach. Like, the things that reach me for guitar are always the things that are out of my reach. So I've never actually been able to play anything I truly wanted to play on guitar. So that's why I just kind of gave up at it.
Well,
I was like, the things that I always seem to like and appreciate on guitar are always just above the range that I've ever managed to reach. And I feel like I've hit literal brick walls at trying to get there, where I just stopped gaining any kind of like progress towards it. So,
well,
it's like keyboard I picked up and I was just like, this makes a lot more sense for some reason. It clicks in my head. Like, it's just more fun to play because I can play things closer to what I'm thinking and want to come out. Whereas I pick up the guitar and no matter how long and hard I try, it just never does what I want it to do.
Some kind of string devil box.
Yeah, it's pretty much, it's a string devil box. And I appreciate the people that can play the shit out of it, but I just don't see myself as being capable of doing so to the level I would like to.
I mean, until Capsule Corp, they, you know, start making the hyperbolic time chambers available to the public so you can train. I just,
exactly.
You know,
well,
like if I could go in for 75 years, maybe I could finally get there. Like,
or sorry, I guess
the gravity.
Dende had after he took over.
Yeah,
but Capsule Corp made like the gravity.
But and it does like work like opposite ways for other stuff. Because I mean, maybe my advice was bad. Like in retrospect, thinking about it, I was like, yeah, I picked this up like with this cooking stuff, and making these was easy for me. And I started eating it, and I was like, this is delicious. And I was like, but other people can't seem to grasp cooking anything. Like there's people that burn fucking everything they try to make and just can't pick it up. And I'm like, it's not that hard. But
certain family members,
for other people, it is. I just kind of had like a natural like, all right, this makes sense.
Everybody's an idiot at something.
Yeah.
And who knows? I still haven't given myself food poisoning yet, but the next thing I try to make could happen. Like,
well,
I don't know.
Well, you never know. And the thing with cooking, I mean, I've for the longest time I hadn't really experimented around and tried to cook anything else for the longest time, but then all of a sudden I started messing around with like the fried chicken recipes that my mom and everyone else had, and then I had complete confidence that I could at least not burn it in the pan with the oil. And after I was done and I bit into it, to me it tasted a bit off. But then everyone else, Nick, Chad, Nikki, everyone else who tried it liked it a lot. And I was just like, well, damn. What works for everyone else doesn't necessarily have to work for me. And even though I did eat several pieces of it, I was just like, I can still improve on this. I can still get better.
Well, my thing with chicken is I didn't die from eating it. So, I mean, that's actually what I worry about, too. Like, when I want to make chicken at some point myself, and I haven't done it, and it's because it scares me. Because chicken is something that if you don't cook properly can actually make you really sick.
Well, salmonella, dude. I mean, that's
like the fact that like you didn't burn it and I didn't die from it means you did pretty good at it. And like in my opinion, chicken's one of those things. It's like if it doesn't kill me, it's usually fucking delicious. I just like chicken no matter what.
But what did you legit think of it? I mean,
I liked it a lot.
Nice.
Like they said, it was like, especially when I put it on buns, like it was kind of like a Chick-fil-A sandwich. So
yeah,
it had a different flavor from Chick-fil-A. But that's the thing about chicken is like chicken has so many different spins on flavors and shit. Like
Yes.
it's always interesting to me to eat chicken. Like
They marinated
from a
in
place I haven't had before.
Pickle juice.
Well, I didn't marinate
That
in pickle
sounds
juice.
gross, actually.
I didn't marinate it in pickle juice. Instead, I did a buttermilk marinade with the spices and everything in it, and I let it sit overnight. And then I in the breading that I had, I put some more herbs and spices in as well, and then I cooked them up, and it turned out pretty good. I mean, I was happy with it.
Yeah, we're gonna try something we've not done tomorrow.
Yes.
Which is and it's gonna be like with our own spin on it too, because that's one of the things is once I've gotten into cooking a few things, I've immediately started to see like all these lines and stuff are connecting, and I'm like, so you could do this with this, and I bet that would work with that and stuff like that. So we're gonna try eggs Benedict.
Oh yeah, that's what you're talking about.
I
Gordon
told-
Ramsay's
I
recipe,
earlier.
but and I mean it's just a theory. I don't know. That like somebody in the comments is probably gonna be like, oh, those poor sons of bitches, that was a horrible idea, and they're gonna find out. But we're gonna put it on biscuits instead of English muffins. And the ham is not going to be like exactly the same kind that
No, it's not gonna be
Ramsay
Parma ham.
used, but we're going to give it a shot. It's going to be like Southern Boy,
Like-
eggs Benedict. We're going to see how it goes.
United States version of biscuits, not the biscuits that the UK
Yeah.
people are thinking
Yeah,
of.
but-
Yeah, layered biscuits, grand's like biscuits,
Yeah.
like biscuits and
Not
gravy.
like cookies, but like
Yeah, they'll be like, "Why are
Or
you gonna
like,
put that on cookies? That sounds
I
disgusting."
think they said bread rolls is when I was asking the union. Like I was
Yeah.
like, what would you order if you wanted like something like one of our biscuits over there? Do you guys have anything like that? He's like, that would just be like a bread roll. And all
Yeah, and
Okay.
it's weird. Like the English language is as ubiquitous as it is, still has those inadequacies in culture in the different cultures. I find that hilarious. My whole thing with what you plan to do tomorrow, I can't wait to see what that's going to look like because we got enough eggs, and I just went and bought the white wine vinegar today.
And Ramsay
so-
said the secret to the eggs Benedict is in the hollandaise sauce, and I'm going to do that exactly like he does it. So
Yes, well, yeah.
we'll find out what happens.
And we got the butter for that. We got the butter. So, yeah, we don't have to worry about that. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on from here. This was Avatar: The Last Airbender, Book 2, Episode 9, Bitter Work. So, hopefully you all enjoyed this, and hopefully we will see you all in the next one. And if you want to see more, you know what to do. Be sure to leave a subscribe, ring the bell to stay notified. And until next time, signing off, I'm Nate.
Micah.
I'm Nick.
We'll see you in the next one, everybody. Peace out.